All right, more breaking news, in fact, coming in now amidst the ambiguity of whether the US strikes on Iran nuclear facilities were able to obliterate it completely, with the CIA and US intelligence assessment reports contradicting each other. Pete Hegseth, the US Defense Secretary, has spoken out. In his news conference, he called out the US media for undermining the efforts of the men and women involved in the 36-hour mission. He also called out the critical media coverage of the Iranian bomb strikes.
Specifically, you, the press corps, because you cheer against Trump so hard. It's like in your DNA and in your blood to cheer against Trump. Because you want him not to be successful so bad, you have to cheer against the efficacy of these strikes. You have to hope maybe they weren't effective. Maybe the way the Trump administration has represented them isn't true. So let's take half-truths, spun information, leaked information, and then spin it in every way we can to try to cause doubt and manipulate the public mind over whether or not our brave pilots were successful. How many stories have been written about how hard it is to, I don't know, fly a plane for 36 hours? Has MSNBC done that story? Has Fox? Have we done the story how hard that is? Have we done it 2 or 3 times so that American people understand? How about how difficult it is to shoot a drone from an F-15 or 16 or F-22 or F-35? Or what it's like to man a Patriot battery? Or how hard it is to refuel midair? Giving the American people an understanding of how complex and sophisticated this mission really was. There are so many aspects of what our brave men and women did that because of the hatred of this press corps are undermined because your people are trying to leak and spin that it wasn't successful. It's irresponsible.
Group Captain V.N. Jha, former Indian Air Force officer, is live with us in the broadcast. Group Captain Jha, what do you make of this Defense Secretary briefing? He's lambasted the US media for its slanted reportage. He's also questioned these leaks and reiterated claims that the obliteration was pretty severe of Iranian nuclear sites.
Well, Uday, very good evening to you. We should not be surprised. We have seen these response. When we hit Barakot, our political opponents had asked the question to show the proof where it was hit. So we are conversant with it. We should not be surprised. And same is the US, in the same position it is US. But the question you asked, who won or who lost, it's a matter of looking at a half glass, whether you say it is half full or you can say it is half empty. Look, Israel has certainly lost a few things of late in the Iran attack, but Iran has lost a lot. We know that Iran's SPND headquarters, which manages the nuclear installations, entire country, that was razed. Turkuzabad, Tehran was razed. Fordo, the top floor, the pilot project was razed by Israel itself, and the third floor was razed by the US bombing, and we all saw the smoke coming out of it for the entire day. The clip was shown to us on video, the smoke coming out of the Fordo. So there is no doubt that it was hit. How much badly it is destroyed remains to be seen, remains to be confirmed. That has to be seen. Natanz was totally destroyed. Esfahan was totally destroyed. And Khondab, Mubarakiya, Ardakan and Anarag was already struck by Israeli bombing in the previous days. So we see that Iran has lost a lot. It's only left over nuclear site, which is reprocessing the uranium to about 30 to 40%, is Shian, Abde, and Parchin military complex. These 3 are left, which is not very important. So we can say that Israel has achieved its objective of destroying the Iranian nuclear capability. That has been done. Now, it also, when all 3 sides claim victory, I think all 3 sides should be complimented. US is the most prominent victor, which was able to fly its B-32 bomber all the way 18 hours non-stop, bomb the sites, all the 3 sites, with numerous many bombs of those 30,000 pounders, and then go back. So that was a success. As far as Iran is concerned, Iran should also draw some solace that they were able to bomb the American position in Qatar, and that particular Qatar base, Al Udaid that we call it, it houses a lot of U.S. aircraft. But then, just 5 days before this bombing, all those aircraft at Udaid base, which were not under the blast pen. Blast pen, we call it aircraft pen, aircraft shelter, which can withstand any blast coming from outside. So all those aircraft which were not in the blast pen were moved out somewhere else, maybe some in the Saudi and some to the aircraft carrier. So there was no
Yes.
aircraft in the open. I'll just finish. So Iran can claim that they have bombed that Qatar base of US aircraft, and they achieved that. But Israel did receive many of the hits to many of its installation, and we can say that US supplied air defense system did not protect them fully. It had many holes, and that holes was exploited by Iran. So all three, you can call it a victor, or all three of them are also losers. So the compliments to all of them that they all can take some solution.
Okay.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.